Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to this Medieval 2 Total War online battle, a 3v3 siege battle. In sieges, it's like a meth addict. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna try a Medieval 2 siege just once, just to see what it's like. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, playing siege battles, playing multiple siege battles. And you're just like, I need more siege battles. They are just so much fun. I think out of all the Total War titles, siege battles are the best for Medieval 2 Total War, without a doubt. Just very awesome, very exciting. And speaking of exciting, look at this. We have the defenders just charging out of their Middle Eastern fortress here, going to face one of the attackers. Let's go ahead and do normal speed. I actually had to slow it down. I had to do slow motion because this one started off really fast. So we've got the Byzantine Empire commanded by Royal Guard. By the way, after this little engagement, I'm going to talk about players and army comps because I just don't want to miss this heated action here. Look at this Byzantine infantry coming out here, coming out to party with the enemy. And I think this is a fantastic idea because the Venetians here, they brought 4 units of trebuchets. And if you can take them out early, that would be huge for the defenders. Look at this. Oh my god. So after all of that volley, they killed one Varangian guard soldier. That poor soldier, burnt to a crisp. So the Venetians are desperately trying to hold their ground. They're being out-microed because he's facing two different players here. So it's going to be a tough fight for sure. The English cav, just look at this, attacking on all flanks. And then down the center we have the Byzantine infantry. And they're cutting through them, getting through the gaps here. Oh no! Poor Venetians. Burnt to a crisp. That was a really... Ooh, the ups. Yeah, I expected that to happen. They're going to break there from that volley. That friendly fire. That is deadly. Ooh, good hammer and anvil by the Allen Light Cav. Very nasty Cav, indeed. And then we've got English Cav running down the peasant archers. Oh, what a slaughter this is. This is why it's really important, guys, to have a somewhat balanced army so you can have some Cav, have some anti-cav to protect your army, also have some decent archers. I think Venice only brought 2 units of peasant archers, which is just not going to cut it. But this is a slaughter. This is just a slaughter. We do have some support on the way from fellow attacking allies, but they are so far away, and by the time they get here, they're going to be tired, and they're not going to be that effective. Oh, good hit there. Good hit. We've got some Byzantine Guard archers getting some shots off. Varangian Guard, these guys are awesome. Gotta love the Varangian Guard. Even with the two-handed glitch, they are just badass. I really wish the two-handed glitch did not exist because this unit would be so awesome. So, I mean, they already are awesome, but they would be even more awesome. So now they're taking on the Venetian heavy infantry.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Only half the enemy force remains of the Venetians. And the English cav doing a great job here, keeping some units occupied, while the Byzantine Empire, wow, they just are slaughtering this poor force. Now this is definitely not over. The Venetians they can regroup here, gather what forces they can, and still help out their team on taking this fortress. It's definitely going to be difficult, and he's still not safe. He could still lose his entire army. He just has to hold strong. And this would be a great opportunity here for Egypt to attack some archers. Byzantine Guard archers, they are a very good unit. He's going in loose formation to weaken the charge. There you go. So yeah, they're a very good unit. They can fight in melee, so this is not going to be an easy fight for the Cav. And here comes the Allen Light Cav to support. See, look at the Arab Cav. They're already winded because they had to travel all the way from the other side. But what's going on over here? We do have some Cav engagement going on. Oh, and they destroyed the artillery. Awesome. Very awesome. They used this destroyed wall against them, charged out the cav, and destroyed the artillery. And that's all the Egyptian artillery. That's all they have. This is why you need to bring cav. I don't know why he didn't send his general's bodyguard. I think it's because he was occupied over here. Now let's go back to this fight. Now the Venetians are still standing. They still have a lot of trebuchets, and they're retreating right now. But I mean, even though this rush from the Byzantine Empire in England was very successful, they did lose a lot of troops. I mean, they could have lost more, but overall it was successful. But they are weaker than, say, if they didn't go out and charge. But we do have some cav breaking here. They might return because they have 20 units, or 20 men in that unit. So look, Venice still has an army. I know it's pretty beat up here, but it can still be effective if he's patient, if he uses them wisely. We do have some fighting going on over here. The cav mostly destroyed of the English cav. And I think at this point, well actually hang on guys, there's still some cav running wild on this side. But yeah, I think at this point I can talk about players and army comps. So I hope you enjoyed that very exciting beginning there. I love when, you know, defenders sally forth, and it was like a little pitch battle in a siege battle. It was awesome. So this is a great example why it's important to bring a couple units of cav, some good archers, and some anti-cav when you are attacking, because this could happen to you, and I don't want this to happen to you. This is pretty tragic here. And then we've got the Allen Light cav. They're not going to let this Arab cav return. That's for sure. Look at this. They are just slaughtering them. Oh, we've got a trebuchet trying to... Where's that going? What are you firing at rocks? What's happening over here? Yeah, don't even bother trying to run down this Allen Light cav. Or not run them down, but fire down with the trebuchet. So here's some Venetians just going back home to Venice. Going back home. Alright, so let's start with the army comps and the players. So this one is sent in by Royal Guard, playing as the Byzantine Empire. He was the one leading that charge. He has, let's just look at his army comp. Let's see. He had about 4 Varangian Guard. He had 4 Byzantine Guard archers. And he's got like a decent amount. Oh, he's got 4 dismounted Latin con as well. And there's his general. He's got his general as infantry. And I think that's pretty much his Byzantine army. Let's see. He does have some dismounted Byzantine lancers. It looks like about 4 of them. 4 or 3 of them. But they look pretty depleted at this point. They led the charge. And now we have the bombardment from the Venetians. They want revenge, and I don't blame them. So let's look at the allies of Royal Guard. We have Cosmic Conqueror. Now, Cosmic Conqueror is also a YouTuber. If you could check out his channel, that would be great. If you guys really enjoy campaigns, this guy is a really good campaign player. I checked out his channel. It's pretty awesome. So if you're just like, you know what, Apollo, you suck at campaigns, I want to watch someone better, Cosmic Conqueror is a YouTuber that I think you would enjoy. So he brought England, of course, and he has about... Let's see. Actually, he brought a very interesting army. He's got about like 4... Hang on. His army's kind of scattered all over the place. He's got about 4 retinue longbowmen kind of sprinkled all over the place. Let's see. He's got 1 here. He's got 1 here. They're firing at the enemy as we speak, which is pretty good for them. He has a mortar. And then he's got about 3 spear militia. And he has about 2 or 3 armored swordsmen, maybe 4. And... a lot of retinue longbow, a lot. Here's his general's bodyguard. And what else? He's got some armored sergeants. So he brought a lot of spears. I guess he thought, you know, the attackers would bring a lot of cav. Because Russia and Egypt, they can bring some very awesome cav. Now let's look at the Sicilians, commanded by Esticus, I think is how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. By the way, we have Egypt charging in here. Now, Egypt brought a lot of skirmishers. Man, this one is just going really fast. I am not having a lot of time to show all the army comps. But I'm going to try to go really fast here. So Sicily, they brought some mailed knights. They have about 5 pike militia, 3 halberd militia, a catapult. They have about 4 sword and buckler men, and that's pretty much the... Oh, actually, he has about 3 dismounted Norman knights. So I think this was a lower money game compared to most siege battles. Actually, he has 4 dismounted Norman knights. And here comes the Tabadoria. So looking at the attackers now, we have Sardine leading the Egyptians. He's got about 4 Tabadoria. He's got about 3 Hashashim, and he brought like 5 or 6 Kurdish Javis. Yeah, so he's charging through. This is going to be a tough attack. Oh, good cav charge with the mailed knights. There goes another wall. So the Egyptians, yeah, the Tabadoria, they're going to have a tough time just trying to outfight the Byzantine Empire. So here comes some Hashashim. He does have 2 Naphatuns. Oh my god, there's so much going on. And then we have some Russians over here charging forward. We got some Egyptians taking the walls, which is good. So this is kind of like a little distraction here. Oh, good Naphatun hits. Good Naphatun hits. We've got some pike militia, if you see them in the back there with their massive pikes getting in position. Oh my god. So this is a grind fest 2015. Let's see. Let's look at the rest of the Egyptian army. So he did bring a cannon, but they were destroyed. And yeah, most of his army is Javis, 2 Naphatuns, and he's got some bodyguards. So that's the Egyptian army. Let's go ahead and look at the Russians. He brought about 4 crossbow militia and a cutscene. So the attacker's doing a good job taking down the walls. Let's see, he's got about 4 dismounted Devor, very good unit. He brought 2 Cossack musketeers. He has a Sars guard with the general in it. And that's most of his army. He brought about 3 Berdashi axemen, I think. He's got some dismounted boyar sons. You know, a pretty solid Russian army. Those axemen, Berdashi axemen, a excellent unit because they're fairly cheap, but for their price, they are very, very effective. But the Egyptians, they're being pushed out right now. Being completely pushed out. Hashashim, though, this is where they excel. They do really well in tight situations where they're fighting in a very, like, you know, like a choke point, basically. Some good Naphatun hits, though. Here comes some Tabadoria reinforcements. No, Sicily taking down the walls. Sicily really can't do anything at this point. He's going to have to wait for his allies to break through and get the defenders their attention over here before he can go in. But look at this. We have a huge chain route here by the defenders. Those Naphatuns are being very, very useful right now. And we've got the Byzantine guard archers up on the walls because they don't have anything to fear. I mean, the Egyptian artillery was destroyed. But we've got reinforcements. They are not going to let the Egyptians take this wall without a fight. So let's make sure there's not anything else going on here. It looks like that's about it. We do have this Russian force. They should really try to flank around. If you can close off their exit, this could be a big slaughter for the defenders. The attackers can get a lot of kills, but here they come. Berdashi axemen. You have to be careful because they are under fire by a lot of archers. But there we go. Berdashi axemen coming in. See, that was a smart move by Royal Guard. He was stopping the Russians here from getting on the flanks of the English. So smart move. You always want to protect the flanks of allies in your own army. But leading the Russians is Garth-1-1. Here comes Sicilians as well. Where is the Russian reinforcements? Let's go. More Berdashi axemen fighting off these Sicilians. Now would be a good time. Yeah, see how they're leaving this area? Now's a good time. Smart move by Venice. Moving forward. By the way, Venice is commanded by Den Ondi, I think is how you pronounce his name. But he is moving forward. We have a lot of defenders outside of the second layer, and it looks like they're gonna put up this fight. Bardashi Axemen, they are losing this fight. Ooh, there they go. They break, but they did all right here. They did all right. So where are those Nafatoons? Nafatoons would clean up these troops. Let's get them throwing their pots. Come on now. Come on now. Ah, Nafatoons, you gotta love them. This is what they're known to do. Just stand there and look pretty. Oh, just an awesome fight, guys.
The enemy have taken them.
Oh man. Gotta love those Nafatoons when they actually fight for you. So Russia really needs to set up his crossbow militia onto these walls and get some good volleys off on the defenders. He's really not taking the advantage here. Look at all the Sicilians that you could kill from afar, from the walls. But it looks like overall, the defenders are retreating to the second layer. Wow, Byzantine Empire. Look how much forces he has left. That's pretty unreal. Like going out there, charging against the Venetians, and then fighting off this attack from the Egyptians and Russians. Like, and he still has a ton of infantry. Well done there. And England doing a great job here. Cosmic Conqueror. He's got some spear militia coming in here, but they are breaking. There we go. The Nafatoons are finally breaking down the English here. There we go. Just one more unit to break. We've got a small handful of Tabaduria and Hashishim fighting here. Now, what else do we have here? Okay, we've got some Tabaduria holding off the Sicilians. It looks like the Sicilians are ooh, look at the Nafatoon placement here. This is awesome. Look at this. A lot of the Nafatoons were killed from archer fire. Looks like he's got about 5 left in this unit, but they are getting some kills over here. Well done. Look at this. This is awesome. So Tabaduria, they're the last stand to protect these archers from the Sicilians charging up this wall and just killing these crossbowmen. And it looks like they're losing this fight, especially with the support of the mailed knights. But we do have some dismounted Devore in range, and though they're an archer unit, they're pretty much an infantry unit, so they can do pretty well on the walls. Alright, so here comes Venice. Being really patient. There's a little resistance here from the Sicilians. He's got a pike militia and some dismounted Norman knights. Oh, get the hit. No. He wants to make sure to save some of his ammo for the second layer here. I want a giant rock to crash into these Sicilians. There we go. That's what I'm talking. You see that blood? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. So good hit there. There's just nothing better than a Medieval 2 siege battle. There really isn't. When it comes to other siege battles, I think Shogun 2 has some awesome siege battles. It's just a completely different style. It's more of like a rush, you know, just like fight for these layers.
Fight on. The enemy must get no further.
But Medieval 2 siege battle, it truly is a chess match. I cannot talk today. When can I talk? Seriously. But it looks like the Sicilians, they're taking this wall, but again, this dismounted Devore, they're not going to go out without a fight. I don't think the Sicilians have enough to take this wall. But look at this. Look at this army over here. Sword and Buckler men. I love the Sword and Buckler men, especially with the armored upgrades, which, by the way, they do have the armored upgrades. They are a very good unit with a couple upgrades. Very good unit. But I think the siege battle is finally going to slow down here. We have some Russian artillery over here. Looks like they're just waiting for the command to knock down their walls. Defeat seems certain for the Sicilians. This would be a great opportunity to get a infantry unit to go down here, flank around, and go behind the Sicilians. That way you won't let them retreat. You'll slaughter them before they get back to the town center. Okay, I don't know why he's destroying this wall. Who is destroying this wall? Maybe it's the mortar from England. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so at this point, I am going to cut it until something exciting happens here, so I'll see you then. Alright guys, welcome back. So we have the Venetians charging forward here. I don't think this is necessarily a good idea. I think the Russians and the Egyptians really missed out on an opportunity because they could have sent a couple infantry units to flank behind here and help the Venetians get through. But it looks like this was going pretty well for the Venetians. A big mistake here. I recommend that you don't do this whatsoever. Morale is really important in siege battles. And when you have a trebuchet and you run out of ammo and you start using the cow, the like diseased cow, it affects your army too. If you see the flashing yellow here, that just represents that it's affecting the men. They hate the smell. It hurts their morale. It weakens your units overall. Though it does weaken the enemy, but it also weakens yours. And as a attacker, you don't have infinite morale like the defenders do. So you have to be careful with the trebuchet. Other than that, you didn't really miss anything. The Sicilian general died. He was like a cav unit. In fact, is this him? No. He was actually part of the mailed knights unit. He was just kind of running around and getting shot at, and he just died from an arrow. So that's what you missed. Let's see if we can find the dead general here. He's somewhere. There's some dead mailed knights. Man, look at the battlefield though. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And we've got a little skirmish battle going on here. Gotta break down these walls though. It's gonna be very, very important. Here comes some trebuchets. Hopefully they have some ammo left. I don't know if he just purposely switched to the diseased cow meat or he just ran out of ammo. But what the heck is going on here? We've got the English general just slaughtering. Oh no. They're slowly killing the trebuchet crew. I didn't even see that. He's like special ops here. This is risky too, because the general, well, I guess generals are not as important for defenders, but oh my god. He's causing the trebuchet units to break. Look at this. This is not even fair. Okay, he's like, get out of my way, peasant. Peasant boy. Oh, look, one hit kills. Well, that's one way to lose a trebuchet. This general's gonna get a lot of kills. He thinks he's a hero though. He's just slaughtering unarmed, basically, troops here. Look at this. He's just on a rampage. It's almost like it's like Dynasty Warriors when you're just slaughtering the enemy army. Oh my god. This is where one stands in the way. Nope, he dies. So a very successful mission. They killed one cav unit. Okay, he's like, take the wood from this. We'll use it as fire. We will rebuild our homes with the wood from this trebuchet. So we have the Venetians. They're like, you know what? Screw those trebuchets. Let's just go over here and join up with the Russians and the Egyptians. And hopefully they can take down some walls. What? Is this the Russian artillery? Is this legit? What did I miss? What exactly did I miss? How did his crew die? I assume that it was enemy archers. You have to be very careful, guys. Don't send your crew too close to get shot up by enemy archers. Oh, this is huge right here. That might be the nail in the coffin. But Russians pushing forward their crossbows. Let's do a little fast forwarding here. I'm not going to cut it because I don't want to miss anything. They are breaking.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
Alright, here we go. They're going up the ladder here. It looks like they're just placing the ladder. These longbows, these retinue longbows, are monsters. They are just slaughtering the men from afar. And I'm glad that England really focused their money on longbows, because they can be very deadly in a siege battle. But here we go. Here comes a desperate assault by the attackers, sending everything they have. We're going to have a little wall battle here, which is pretty cool. Venetians trying to get revenge, striking back. We do have some breaking here already, but I can imagine, yeah, it's just armored swordsmen. Go, Venetians, go. Let's get that siege tower up there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The English general strikes again. Just slaughtering poor Kurdish Javis. Oh, wow. Look at the breaking here. Holy crap. Spear militia, retinue longbowmen. I think the longbows are just really tired and they just don't want to fight in melee. Which is, it makes sense. If I was a longbow, I wouldn't want to fight in melee against Venetian heavy infantry. Screw that. I'll kill them from afar. But I think the English archers are pretty much out of ammo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What is this siege tower doing? Are you not going to push it up? It looks like they're not going to push it up. Do they have more ladders? They really need more siege equipment. Yeah, this is all they have, guys. They can't even get the gate down. So we're going to have a very desperate fight for the walls. If I was the attackers in this situation, I'm going to let this guy finish talking. Alright, so here comes some ranging guard. If I was the attackers in this situation, oh my god. It's like he doesn't want me to tell you guys. Let me try again. If I was the attackers in this situation, okay, thank you. He's not going to interrupt me. I would just try to hold these walls up here and then get my archers up here and fire down at the enemy. That's what I would do. But it's still going to be a very difficult task because it looks like the Byzantine Empire is not going to let him just take the walls for free. Yeah, here we go. We've got some dismounted Byzantine lancers. But Venice, hey, they're getting some payback here. They are getting some payback. They've got the Russians helping them out. Let's see. They are wavering though. Shaken. They're tired. Oh, uh-oh. We've got some retreating forces. Yep, they broke. Yeah, here they go. That's too bad. We've got, oh, dismounted Devor breaking, which is not a good sign.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of
Oh,
battle.
enemy general. Was that the English general?
It is unwise.
Oh, no. No, that was the Venetian general.
Our men are winning the battle.
Yeah. Venetians had a general in their infantry. Yeah, there he is. Did you see him there? He's going down the ladders now. What a coward. There he is. He's kind of behind all his Venetian. He's like, move out of the way. I'm the general. There, look at him. He's like, get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's like King Joffrey or something. All right. So it looks like the defenders are going to win here. They took the walls. And what are we down to? Oh, we have a mid-defeat by the Venetians. So, good game, Venetians. They did alright for what they had to face. You know, it's really difficult to fight alone. I mean, they were fighting two armies alone, basically. Not two full armies, but two players alone, I should say. and they just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough cav. They didn't have enough archers. They tried their best, but you know, sometimes you just get rushed down, and there's not much you can do but fight it back and hope for the best. Oh, Cossack musketeers trying to fire. I think at this point the defenders should just charge out there and end this siege battle. I'm not sure that they're going to do this because there's still a little bit of time on this. So it looks like the attackers are going to go for the walls again. Which honestly, this is all they can really do. They could sit back and kind of skirmish the enemy, but it's not going to be a skirmish that they're going to win. So right now they're just fighting for their integrity. The Kurdish Javis taking the walls. I really don't see them lasting very long on the walls. Yeah, again, if I was the defenders, I would just go out there and charge. There's no way the attackers are gonna win at this point. There's like no way. We do have some Hashashim on the walls though, and Hashashim on the walls are pretty nasty. Let's watch them fight. Let's watch them fight it out. Very cool. Look at them. They're steady. They're warmed up. They're like, come on, keep them coming. Bring all your troops. That's why I think the Moors are a very excellent siege army, because they have the Hashashim and the Christian Guard. Kurdish Javis now fighting in melee. We've got the what is this? The Nafatoons getting in melee. Oh, another chain route from the English. The English are exhausted. They don't want to have to deal with these Hashashim. So the Venetians fought for the walls now. Oh, look at this Nafatoon badass. Just killed a Byzantine guard archer. So now Egypt's fighting for the walls.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Yeah, so this one is close to over. Ooh, good Nafatoon hits on these poor English troops that are just kind of sitting here getting slaughtered. But I think the defenders are going to kind of sit back and kill their enemies from afar. Yeah, look at these Byzantine guard archers getting some fire volleys off, trying to break the enemy. But we have a lot of breaking there from the defenders up on that wall.
Lord preserve us. We have lost half of our men.
So the Byzantine Empire lost half of his army, which is not surprising because he did go out and fight the Venetians in a pitched battle. But hey, I give credit to these Egyptians. See, their general is still alive, I do believe. Where is their general? I don't know, maybe he's fighting in this Hashashim unit? I'm not sure. Didn't he have a general's bodyguard? I thought he did. Well, I don't see him now. Maybe he died. I don't know. I don't know.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, so there goes another army that's lost half of their men. I think it's the English who have lost half of his army. But we do have some Howard militia coming up here trying to take care of the Nafatoons who are engaged in melee. We have some breaking here by the Russians. The Tsar's Guard with the general in it is breaking. I think the general is dead for the Russians. Look at this. Look at this positioning here by the Byzantine Empire. There's a cool little section there. Man, Egypt fighting their hearts out. Tasha Sheen, man, they are monsters on walls. Ooh, the Russians are breaking. Their whole army is shattering. Oh, there goes the general. Here is the general. That's what I thought. See, keeping your general alive will keep your men inspired. Look how long the Egyptians are fighting here. Here comes another push from the English here, even though they keep shattering up on those walls. So this is a very long wall fight. But we're reaching the end of this. Oh, there goes the Russians. He admits defeat. And we're down to the Egyptians. Will they carry this out for victory? I don't think so. They've only killed 61% of the defenders. So this one is over at this point. A really good defense from the Royal Guard and his allies. Cosmic Conqueror and... what's his name? Edicus or something like Esticus. Very fantastic sally forth. Very aggressive play, which I love to see from defenders. And just an awesome siege battle. It was pretty much over after they destroyed the Venetians. Let's go ahead and fast forward, guys. We have a glorious charge from the Egyptians, but that one's over. So Royal Guard getting 671 kills with 151 prisoners. Great job. Cosmic Conqueror getting 590, 74 prisoners. And Sicily only getting 173. He didn't really play a big part in this, but look at his army. It's mostly, like, they're just now charging out, so that's why he got such low kills. Garth getting 345. Egypt doing the best here, getting 455, and poor Sicily dealing with that aggressive play by the defenders, only getting 383. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It was very awesome to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.